All right, everyone, Babylon's back here. Episode 40, Avalanche. Uh, Unfortunately, I had an issue with this one, but we had stopped recording to let the night pass through, and I forgot to press record again after we did a section of the quest. But we'll walk through it. It's only 23 minutes
UDA is
long,
under serious pressure. You're headed deep into the
but
Arctic on this one.
I don't
Luckily,
understand. Well,
Legos dropped you some
I
fancy
kind of
ice stuff
understand why the
here.
mission was
Because
there.
Group 15's last
I think it
weapons
should have been
test
done
brought down
earlier,
half
like
a
when you're
mountain in your
clearing
path.
passes for other things. But
The bad news is the
basically,
delivery
it's
drone got pasted by a storm.
I think that pass has
Crash zones
been there
marked on
all
your map.
along. It's just that it had an
Still,
avalanche, and you have to clear
you
the
came to
avalanche.
Icarus for adventure, right?
With that being
How's that
said,
going for you?
uh, basically we got to go get the laser, and then set the laser up and everything. It's a good thing I brought the solar panels from this base here. I was able to use the solar panels on that to supply the power to it. It just took a little bit to hook the power up. Had it run all the way over to the deal, but I got to go back and pick it up now. Because when I got finished doing this here, it transitioned me. For some reason, the avalanche didn't disappear, and I had issues getting through there. And then I got stuck, and I went to get unstuck, and it just threw me on the other side of the avalanche. But yeah, so sorry about not getting 100% of it done, but it's not. I think it's pretty well self-explanatory how the avalanche works and stuff, but or how the laser works and everything. But you did see set the laser up and everything. It shows you where to put it and all. You just got to figure out a way to get power to it if you don't have anything to give you power. But yeah, it's just a little ways to go. We're gonna be sprinting over there the whole way, so I don't think we stopped and did anything extra along the way. But yeah, if you don't mind, drop a like, subscribe, uh, share it, leave a comment. You know, I'm I can take criticism. Don't worry about that. You know, if you think you're gonna hurt somebody's feelings, you're not gonna be able to hurt mine at all. Because I don't really think I got any feelings of any kind. So, but I do have the power for empathy for people. But at the end of the day, my feelings don't get hurt. Uh, but yeah, these quests here we're piston transits off. I guess we're getting into the end of it, where you have to have the Norex for bosses and stuff. The final, well, we already got it made, but I think it's the third, what do you call it, upgrade to the contact device. But we don't have very many more missions to go through before we start on the Great Hunt. Uh, that is something I definitely want to get done first, or these missions, operations. I keep calling them missions, but they're actually operations. But then I'll have to get into the Great Hunts. And when I was looking at it the other day, you had to choose certain paths and stuff to go. You don't, which I don't know why they did that. Other than you can either have I think one of them is like a shield, or you can have a gun, one of the two. Which me, I'm gonna go with a gun. You know, I don't I don't really like the melee in this game here. Usually because I keep getting my butt whooped. But as we go through here, we'll transition through. I didn't quite fully understand, other than opening the pass up. I thought maybe we'll have a boss fight or something, because there's another step after you get it open. And here I decided I need to make some torches. But yeah, I didn't. And the funny thing is, I thought I made more lights to take with me, and I don't take nothing with me. I don't understand why I do that. But I will eventually get myself straightened out. But yeah, the quest is not that really that hard, and you just go from one area to another area. then you go check out this one spot, and then once you get there, it's over with. I don't really know if it. Maybe it's just the way the storyline wants to take you towards the. Because I know, if I am mistaken, there was a spot where there was mammoth remains and stuff like that, big huge bone structures and stuff. But maybe I'm not to that quest. I mean, I've seen it before, done in other people's videos, but I never, I never understood. I thought that was actually part of the map, and I never found that. So it's probably it is in one of the operations. And of course, we will check out what we can take too, though, like we did with the solar panels. I'll always take a solar panel. Nothing's going to stop me from doing that. But other than quest items, because you can't, really stack. You can't stack solar panels anyway. To come think of it, but if it's stackable, I won't take it. I won't keep it. But I usually don't want to keep the quest items anyway. Just for the simple fact is that it just kind of throws off. I know the beacons. I don't think you can rename the beacons and give it a name or change the icon. It just shows you there's a beacon on the map. But which would be handy if you had a memory that can remember what every beacon and what every beacon is. But yeah, I still need to find some more platinum though. Maybe don't that much. And here we are just grabbing extra stuff and more sticks. I actually think I grabbed too much, I think. When it came to the sticks, I kind of overdid it. I should have just went ahead and made the. I didn't think I really needed that many, especially the fiber. Oh, that's right. I'm making more. Uh, uh, what do you want to call it? Oh, you go. Ramps. Because I thought I was going to have ramps or something. But the main important part is that I had the torches because I need that light. But come to find out, I didn't need that stuff for this mission here. All we gotta do is make our way around. And I did overlook the fact I needed the box wasn't, or I thought it was a pod that dropped, but couldn't find out it was just a supply box on the map, and I didn't go to it from the beginning. I just went straight over to where the Avalanche was at, thinking that a pod would have dropped in over there. I got so tired of running around in the dark. See, at this point here, I should have just kept going straight, but I didn't see the box on that up yonder waiting on him. But I went hit at this point. I just went up to the Avalanche, and then I think that's when I noticed a box on the map. Uh, like I said before, I didn't really see it, but I could have been wrong. I've been known to be wrong. Some of the crazy stuff here.
There it is. 1,000,000 tons of ice and snow. Get that heat gun sorted and set up. Should slice right through that thing once you power it up.
Yeah, and there's the box at the top. Right there. See, I didn't even see that box on the map before that point. But it might not have been either. I mean, probably had to get there first to tell you about it. Go get the heat gun. But, I mean, it worked like a laser more or less. But, and then you'll see what I mean later. Well, I don't think I caught that on camera. I forgot to push record after I waited through the night to get solar panel light on the solar panel anyway. But uh, it just, I don't know, it's kind of glitchy. But the avalanche didn't disappear after the heat gun hit it, so you had to get to the other side of it. But when I was trying to find a way around it, I actually fell into a little crevice and I couldn't get undone. And when I went to get unstuck, it actually put me on the opposite side of the avalanche. So it was kind of glitchy there, you know. So if you guys had the same issue, just remember that I think it's on the right side, you can get in there and there's a little crevice you can get down into and you can't get back out of it. Then all you gotta do is do unstuck and it puts you on the other side. At least I hope it does the same thing for y'all if it's glitching. I mean, that would be a pain in the butt if you had to run all the way around. Yeah, here I am trying to piece myself up to the top here. Kind of dreading some of that. And my animals keep coming around and getting around me. But you know, we got up there to get it, what we needed, which is the heat gun.
This thing's kind of a heat ray. Hyper-accelerated gas produces a resonant cascade, blah blah blah, something lasers. Larkwell cooked it up for Group 15. Ought to cut right through any amount of ice and snow in your way, though. And sure come in handy when you reach that avalanche.
Yeah, there they are falling off, taking damage. I'm just trying to make sure they're all near me there. We're heading back. Because I go back up and I do tear down the ladders and stuff. I just had to get them out of the way so they wouldn't knock me off if I got stuck. I did not realize how close I was to this end of that there. And that's that, man. Now we gotta head back over to the set up the laser and everything and get ready to go. Like I said, I mean this quest here wasn't already all that bad. It's like I said, other than having to wait through the night to get the sun to be able to hit the solar panels for the power. But if you carry one wind turbine with you, you'd be able to power it up. I think it's only 1,000 power limit on it. Hmm. Mm. And they go fighting everything right there off the bat again. Now here, all we got to do is set up the gun into that position there. Got to mark where you got to have it at.
Gear like this eats power, so you're gonna have to find a way to juice it. But I figure you didn't make it this far without a few tricks up your sleeve.
And that's when I noticed that you're in like a tight area there. It's going to take forever for the sun to get there. And then of course, you know, that's where I forgot to do. Once you got power to it, just turn it on. It'll melt through. And like I said, for you maybe the avalanche would disappear. For me, it didn't. I got stuck, and then had to unstuck, and it just put me on the opposite side. Here we get ourselves some guano. But yeah, in this part of the quest here, I really didn't see a point of it, other than just going back up to an area you already been at and seeing what's in there. You know, I should have just went ahead and took all that stuff out of there, but I didn't. But then again, I'm running out of slots right there, ain't I? Yeah, and then all you do is run to that other end, and it'll wind up, what do you want to call it, ending the quest there once you get into the place they want you to survey, or just to scout out. In other words, right there next to that ball, black wolf balls. Which afterwards I did go take care of that. You know, I love exotics, biomass. I really don't know. I don't know. Are there weapons for the? I know there is for the cave worm, and maybe the sandworm has weapons that you need to unlock. But I don't think the black wolf does. But I don't know. We'll have to wait. We'll find out in those missions later on. But here we just try to find our way down and look around a little bit until we find the spot where they want us at. And that's something else I still have not found. Uh, uh, Super cooled ice. I still not have found that yet. And it's making me wonder. But I don't know. I'll have to try to find out what's going on with that. Maybe it's until after the next quest or something. But I think the next one we have to go kill a mammoth or something like that. But to me that is so weird and so strange that one resource I just cannot seem to find out of all the resources. But yeah, we're about to finish it here, so uh, make sure you like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and we'll be definitely be seeing you on the next one. All right, y'all have a good one and peace out.